A jaw-dropping $196 trillion is on the verge of being funneled into the XRP. Ledger and experts are predicting this could send XRP soaring to an insane price of over $3,769.23 per coin. And the craziest part, this could all unfold in just 72 hours. That's less than 3 days from now. This isn't just speculation anymore. It's been verified by multiple reliable sources, backed by several published news articles, and even confirmed by a top global banking executive. The CEO of Trekram made it crystal clear. Ripple and XRP are set to handle trillions in financial flows. According to him, XRP and the XRP ledger will be the backbone for tokenizing the entire financial sector. That includes injecting a staggering $196 trillion into RealFi, paving the way for unlocking the massive $650 trillion real estate market, all set to be tokenized on the XRP ledger over the next few years. But here's the kicker. The official release of that $196 trillion is expected to begin within just the next 72 hours. The moment I heard that number, my mind instantly went back to a bold statement made by Ripple's co-founder and XRP's visionary, Arthur Pritchett. He made it clear XRP was built with a $10,000 valuation in mind, and it must be scalable, enough to serve a global population of 7.5 billion people. This declaration was made back in 2023, but now we're finally witnessing XRP and the XRP ledger gaining real global momentum. With that kind of scalability now becoming a reality, seeing XRP shoot into the tens of thousands per coin isn't just a dream, it's a logical outcome. That's why a $3,769 price point following this massive $196 trillion event makes complete sense, especially considering XRP is currently sitting at just $3.17, already up 44% in the last 24 hours, and trading at a volume of $6.45 billion. The path to $10,000 is becoming more and more realistic with every passing day. Now, before we dive in, I've got something huge to share. We've teamed up with Uphold to hook up every single one of you watching with free XRP. Yes, you heard that right. Actual free crypto. It's super simple, just like the video. Subscribe with notifications turned on, share it with your friends, and then click the Uphold link in the description. Sign up, complete a quick transaction, and you can earn up to $100 in XRP. The whole thing takes less than 5 minutes, and boom, you're stacking more XRP for free. No tricks, just real value. Don't sleep on this. Now let's get into it. Over $20 trillion flows across borders every single year, and yet the system behind it is outdated. Full of errors, painfully slow, and wildly expensive. It's a perfect David versus Goliath situation. New tech like Ripple is stepping in to challenge the legacy giants like Swift. And guess what? Banks are fed up with Swift. They're frustrated. Their customers are frustrated. That's exactly where Ripple thrives. Till recently, the US financial system has been hesitant, but that's changing over the last few weeks. We're finally seeing movement. Banks and institutions are opening up and engaging like never before. Sure, adoption has taken longer than many predicted, especially for payments, but that just means we're entering the ripe stage of real disruption. This space is still massively broken, and the room for transformation is huge. Here's a crazy example. If someone from a US bank wanted to send $10,000 to London right now, the fastest method might literally be hopping on a plane. That's insane in 2025, right? Ripple's mission is simple. In a world where we can stream HD video from the space station, we should be able to move money between banks instantly. And that's exactly the tech Ripple is delivering. Over 100 banks globally are already working with Ripple. Most smaller banks today still rely on giants like JP Morgan and Citibank to move money internationally. Ripple flips that model on its head, democratizing cross-border payments and letting institutions interact directly. No middlemen. No unnecessary fees. It's about cutting out friction. Faster, cheaper, more transparent. Hey, now here's where it ties directly back to XRP. The long-term value of any crypto is tied to its utility. What problem does it solve? How big is that problem? How many real users does it have? XRP isn't just a speculative asset. Ripple actually uses XRP to handle liquidity for cross-border settlements. Right now, there's about $27 trillion locked up across global banks just to facilitate payments. XRP makes that obsolete, handling transactions in around 3 seconds. That's why XRP is so powerful. So, how is all of this actually going to happen? Right. The answer lies in a project called RealFi. If you haven't heard yet, RealFi just made it official. They're partnering with the XRP ledger to unlock a jaw-dropping $196 trillion in tokenized real estate. And here's where it gets even more interesting. RealFi operates using its own native token, simply called the Real token, which is fully built on the XRP ledger. Their upcoming platform will finally allow for the full digital transformation of real-world assets, and the crazy part, anyone, including retail investors, will be able to mint their own asset-backed tokens within the next 72 hours. This opens the floodgates for private real estate assets worth nearly $196 trillion to be brought directly onto the XRP ledger for the first time ever. Even more groundbreaking, you'll now be able to purchase real-world assets like homes, land, and commercial property directly using real tokens and XRP. That's right, you'll be able to buy property with crypto. And it's all happening on the new platform launching at realchain.com. If you head over to the site right now, you'll see a live countdown clock. It clearly shows that the official launch is happening on August 3rd, 2025, just 2 days away from now. It's all real, it's all on chain, and it's coming fast. So don't miss this. RealFi is about to shake up the $196 trillion real estate game in a big way. But let's talk about the real money that's about to pour in. Seriously, guys, if you check the current price of the Real token, it's sitting at just 4 cents. But the upside potential here, it's absolutely massive. Analysts and insiders alike are calling for explosive growth. We're talking hundreds of dollars in the near term, thousands within weeks, and possibly even 5-figure territory not long after. Now look at this chart. See these support zones? They're strong. We've got clear confirmation of solid foundations, and though there's resistance ahead, it's nothing compared to the breakout potential we're seeing. The technicals are screaming opportunity right now. All right, the page is loading. I'll show you everything in just a moment. But while it's coming up, take a look at XRP's current price. More importantly, focus on the Real token built on the XRP ledger. If you're watching this right now, don't sleep on this opportunity. REAL token is sitting at just 2 cents, and analysts are projecting it could explode past $190 in just a matter of days. Why? Because we're talking about trillions of dollars in value flooding into the XRP ledger ecosystem. One top analyst, Jack the Rippler, who has over 300,000 followers, recently claimed that Real token could go from 2 cents to over $64,500 per token. Think about that for a second. If you held just 1,000 Real tokens, you'd be sitting on nearly $1 million. It's the scale of what's possible here. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research. But just look at the potential. We're talking about the token that could power the tokenization of the entire $654 trillion global real estate market. All happening through RealFi, and it's all being built directly on the XRP ledger. And here's the kicker. The circulating supply is tiny. After multiple burns, Phase 1 of Real token has just 50 million tokens in supply. It's nothing compared to XRP's total supply of 100 billion. Sure, there's a total cap of 1 billion Real tokens, but Phase 1's supply shock could send prices soaring overnight. We could easily see the price jump to $1,000, $2,000 or more, and as adoption grows, the long-term projections are aiming for $10,000 to $60,000 per Real token. It sounds wild, but when you align that with the trillions in liquidity heading to the XRP ledger, it starts to look very real. Just take a look at this chart, guys. The price action is insane. We've already seen a massive pump, smashing past the previous all-time high. After that, we got a clean retracement and consolidation, which is exactly what we want to see. Before another major move, this right here might be the last dip before the next explosive breakout. I've been telling you this for a while now. I truly believe this next leg up could take us into the double digits, maybe even higher. It's not financial advice, of course. So always do your own research, but seriously, just look at the fundamentals. Real token has an incredibly strong rating to 9.4 out of 10. Based on real utility and backed by major players like RealFi, security, top tier, low-risk top holders, and it scored a perfect 100% on Binance. The number of wallets is growing fast too. Just days ago, there were only about 1,800 holders. And now we're already past 2,400. That kind of growth matters. And remember, institutional onboarding begins on August 17th. That means trillions of dollars could start flowing into the XRP ledger any day now. The supply of Real token is limited, just 50 million in Phase 1, which could trigger a massive supply shock and catapult prices to $1,000, $2,000, or even higher. Real token isn't just a hype coin, it's a real estate and payment infrastructure project rolled into one. It's built on the XRP ledger, has an extremely low market cap, and it hasn't even been listed on major exchanges yet. That means we are still early. It launched just 2 months ago, and people are already seeing massive returns. Imagine where this could be in 2 or 3 more months. $2,000, maybe $3,000 per token, starting from just a few cents. That's the kind of opportunity we're talking about here. And again, not financial advice, always dire, but the writing's on the wall. The XRP ledger is the launchpad and Real Token is leading the charge. You can check it all out at payrealfi.com. They use both XRP and Real as native tokens, and you can grab Real directly from their widget or on several decentralized exchanges. Super easy. Alright, that wraps up this video. If you found value in this, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you don't miss any updates, and share this video everywhere. Also, don't forget, sign up through my link in the description, make a quick transaction. You can score up to $100 in free XRP. That's free money to grow your bag. Until next time, stay early, stay informed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.